That's not it. Let's see if it's working this time. What I've got on my channel. Got that. Live stream. Is that it? Is it? How did that work? Let's see if it's working. It is working this time. What I've got on my channel. And there's the live chat, and now we're open. And here's Let's Last of Dad's Coca-Cola. So there we go. Let's get some work done. There's always a little bit of a delay when you come in here, but don't matter, does it? Don't matter. If there is people come in, now I've done this on this format, you can come into the chat room and have a chat if you wanted, if you can be bothered. It'll be too late you won't have heard that because there's no beer yet. I'm going to be here all day out of doing this again. I'm getting closer. Every day you don't give up, you get a little bit closer, don't you? Closer. All right, Cadilla and Ares, it's nice to see you again. Back in heaven. We've moved. I had to switch on to a different camera because the camera that I was on was stuck right over there, and so it wasn't working. I could do with moving back a little bit, couldn't I? There we go. We'll adjust that a little bit. Are we still on? A little bit low, aren't we? A little bit low. Low. Is that better? That's better. We're here, look. Nobody's watching now. I know. I had to move cameras, so I had to switch this one off and start again. It happens, doesn't it? They'll come back, I think. God's little people, they'll come back, don't they? Come back to support the Lord. Ooh, sometimes. It's nice to see you anyway. You've got some busy streams going on at the minute, haven't you? Always seem to be really busy when I come in. And they fill up quickly. I know most of my followers are from America, which is strange, isn't it? Because God's from the mighty England. That damn hot. We're gonna do a live stream where we get people on the panel and they come in and talk about whatever God's subject's going to be. So if you want to be on it, Cadilla and Ares, you are more than welcome to come and be on that panel and have a chat with God and God's mad friends, if you like. It should be interesting. So I'm going to find out who's going to be on it, and then I'm going to set questions for those people. If you would like to appear. Yeah. Wednesday's a quiet day, ain't it, in heaven, look. Oh, you're having a class, so I'm on mute. Okay. You're on mute a lot. That's hot. Hot. Working with God. What are you doing? I'm printing waterproof clothing right this second, and then when it's all printed, I can sit down and start concentrating on the next job, because this job has gone on all week. So that's what I'm doing. I'm printing clothing at the minute. Nearly done, nearly done, nearly done, nearly done, nearly done, nearly done. Not nearly done really, but nearly done compared to where we were last week. It'll be finished this week, I think. So happy about that. And when it's finished, God will get paid. Type. Okay. There you go. Da, 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 da. Where's my troll? Where's my troll today? I see. She sees. Working with God. Can send me one. Maybe a different, a different one. I'm hungry. 888 subscribers today. Been on 888 all morning. So, what do we do next? We've done live streaming. We've done music. We've made videos. What are we going to do next? Oh, God. Well, I can't tell you, but it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. We're going to do something very stupid next. All right, Wagsall. Good. It's good to see you. Good to see you in heaven. On day 3 of God in heaven working. Jesus, you know what? I really need to get out of here, but there's a lot of people asking me things, and I just need to get a little bit of time to get this job finished, and then I can get back to my normal jobs. Do, 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 do. I might have to make a call in a minute. You'll be aware of that. God making a call live. Hey, baby, won't you take a chance? Do, 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 do. What's everybody else doing today? I know Cadillionaires can't hear because she's put God on mute, which I think is cheeky. Might smite her. What are you doing? Wagsall, what are you doing today? Let God know what your plans are for the day. This stream here, that I can see is about 30 seconds behind. So how much does God get paid per hour for this job? I don't know. Shall I work out what I get? Shall I work out what I get paid an hour? It's a difficult one because it varies. Let's do it. Let's see what we get paid an hour. Oh, not yet though, because my things run out of battery. All right, Flying Monkey, you all right? Nice to see you. All right, for your music jukebox. Let's tell you what God gets paid per hour. So God is self-employed. He is. That's 160. 1 second, and I'll come back to you in a second and let you know. I hope God pays his taxes. If you fucking only knew how much tax I paid, the bastards. Evil bastards, aren't they? Evil, dirty, evil, thieving bastards. So, it's not bad, is it? Okay, God gets, on average, £25 an hour. That's all right. It's not bad, is it? Feeling pretty proud of myself now. I suppose he must, because he's the good one, yeah. Did you hear about Joe Hart and Jack Wilshere? They haven't been picked for England. I can't believe Jack Wilshere hasn't been picked. He's a good player when he's fit. Yeah, thieving government mafia. I think the problem with Joe Hart hasn't been picked for England because he spent, now this is my view and only my view, Joe Hart started doing adverts for fucking Head and Shoulders and started becoming a TV celebrity. And once you're a sportsman at the top of your game and you start trying to be a TV personality, you end up playing like shit. So, and he did. He turned to shit. So that's why he didn't get picked. Jack Wilshere has got dropped by Arsenal, got sent on loan because he wasn't concentrating on his fitness and looking after himself, and has come back to Arsenal, who are playing average. So he, again, another one who let himself slip. They think they get too big for the boots. So obviously Southgate's a proper professional, and he's looked at him and thought, if you're not looking after yourself, you're not getting 18. What are you making? I'm printing clothing for a company, and I've been printing the same stuff for over a week now, and it's driving me mad, but I'm coming towards the end of this job, and then I will be a happy boy, because then I can get back to selling my other stuff. It has been a long, long week. That's why we've been doing these live streams in the morning, because I'm stuck in this same position doing this. Whereas hopefully next week we will be back out on the road doing different stuff. Yeah, get in. This weekend my routine's different as well, because something else I've got to do. So that's not true. Jack Wilshere, he's fit now. He's back in Arsenal squad. I know he's back in the Arsenal squad, but I think his past record has let him down. He's been playing all right. I'd have taken him. He's a good all-round midfielder, really. I'd have taken him, but I wouldn't take him above. I wouldn't take him above Lallana, and I wouldn't take him above Henderson. I wouldn't take him above Michael Carrick. God needs a holiday. Yeah, it does, yeah. Southgate should never be England manager in the first place. Look at what he did with Middlesbrough. He got them relegated. Again, he's an FA boy, isn't he? He's like a bit of a yes man, so he fits the category of England managers. But he's got all the qualifications, and he's been working his ass off to get to be a manager, whereas some of these people just walk into it. We like English managers to be exciting, like Kevin Keegan, Terry what's his face, and we're a bit of brawn, don't we? But it's not the FA's way. They choose boring people who have got the qualifications because they're dull as shit. I'm your 460th supporter, brother. 460th? That's not me, is it? I hope not. After the World Cup, my predictions: Southgate to get sacked, then Arsene Wenger to take charge of England. Oh, that would be disastrous. That's going from one boring git to another. I agree that Southgate will probably get sacked, because that's what happens with England managers. They do a World Cup and then they get sacked. But Jesus Christ, don't let bloody Arsene Wenger have it. He's a right boring, miserable arse, isn't he? We need another English person doing it if we get anybody, because if we don't have English managers, it's not England. See, the one that I thought escaped, and the FA should have looked after it. And if it had been anybody else, they'd have buried the situation. But if the Sam Allardyce thing had gone on, there'd have been no airs and graces. He'd have just picked the best players at the time. He didn't have to make anybody happy. He'd have just picked the best players, and he's rough as well. So they won't get to mess around and act like idiots. But he did something wrong, which he got lured into, and they got rid of him, and they shouldn't have done. If it had been anybody else, they'd have hid it. When Terry Venables got caught doing it, they protected Terry Venables for a long time to get him through the games that he needed to get through, and they looked after him. And then at the end, they made an agreement where Venables quit before they were under pressure to sack him. So there you go. God save the Queen. I will not. I still never forgiven him for Euro 96 when he missed that penalty. yeah. I do know what you mean. Yeah. It's in everybody's thoughts, isn't it? But same as that, right? Stuart Pearce missed a penalty as well, but he scored one afterwards and celebrated like he'd gone mental. So everybody forgives Stuart Pearce for it. That's funny. Yeah, we're fickle, aren't we? Football fans are fickle, aren't they? What was I going to say to you then? So on that we're just talking about there, when the World Cup starts, God and Moses will be in here watching World Cup football live in front of you guys. So if you want to come in and join us, we're going to watch some random games and we're going to watch the England games. And so you can come into our room and chat with us and we'll all watch football together. And you can abuse me and Moses as we talk rubbish about football, if you like. There's no good English managers. Yeah, probably right. Franco Beans, good morning. Oh, I'll tell you who's good English manager. Sean Dyche. So if you look at Burnley now, if you look at Burnley, everybody still associates Burnley with punt and chase football and brawn and battling, and it's not true. Actually, Burnley are a really, really good team if you watch them play. So Sean Dyche, I'd say that's a good one. No taxes for God. The bloody is taxes for God. It's disgusting the amount of money I pay. There's a guy across the road from me here, never worked in his life, gets free drugs, a free house, never pays a thing. And there's me here working my ass off all the time, paying a fortune. I'm not good in English. It's all right. You're better than me. Yeah, Sean Dyche for England. I'm sure Burnley wouldn't like that. They wouldn't want that, would they? Because obviously he's done a lot of work for them. So Sean Dyche for England. From Burnley to England. I'll tell you what, you won't mess around, would you, under Sean Dyche? You'd kick your ass. The best English manager never managed England. Yeah, Brian Clough, yeah. True. I'm fluent in talking crap. True, it's true. I went to see the Brian Clough story on my own. How sad is that? Because I didn't want people talking through it. So I went and I sat at the back, out of everybody's way, and sat and watched the Clough story. It was great. Loved him. Just need to check my emails. Oh. Yeah, bloody stupid fools. You're man. Alright, where we at then? Just checking to see where my delivery is that never came yesterday. Useless git. Let's have a look. He is not far away. 1 hour away. 1 hour away. Yay. Sam Allardyce has just been sacked by Everton. I love it because I'm Liverpool, so Allardyce out. Oh, I love it. Everton are in shit, aren't they? I wonder if Everton will ever be happy ever again. They fly through managers. You look who he signed, Fat Wayne Rooney. Get Fat Wayne in, he'll solve it. You know it then. Sold Lukaku, brought in Fat Wayne. Everton don't give their managers a chance, do they? God, we support the same team. We have got a massive game next week, haven't we? Awful manager. Sooner he retires, the better. He's nothing more than a damn thug. I know, but we need it. When he got that job, that's what we needed. We needed a thug. We needed someone to come in and kick them Ponzi footballers' backsides. We had probably one of the best teams we've ever had that were performing like complete donuts. Playing like superstars instead of playing like footballers. Yeah, big game next week. I can't wait. Mary said to me, she said, "Oh, when's your Champions League final?" I said, "Next week." She went, "Oh, you're going to book Thursday off?" I said, "Oh, it's not on a Wednesday anymore. It's on a Saturday." And she says, "Well, me and you go out on a Saturday." I said, "Well, you can come and watch football if you want." She went, "I don't want to watch bloody football." Well, you're not going out then, are you? You'll have to find someone else to go out with. Hi, God. Big Pickleman, how are you doing today? It's nice to see you in here. Free Music Jukebox. Make sure you're following and looking after Free Music Jukebox. And make sure you're all subscribing to the Lord. And make sure you're sharing the Lord's tweet. Woman, what is it with them? Yeah. I've got to be careful because she might watch this. So, but she's not going out next week on Saturday. Or if she is, she can either come and watch football or she can go out with someone else. I've not slept in 3 days. Jesus Christ. Not slept in 3 days. You need your sleep. Sleep is important. I don't have Twitter. Share it on Facebook or whatever else you do. Pornhub. Share it in Pornhub. Or whatever you do. Instagram. I don't understand Instagram. I have it on my computer and I have it on my phone. And I do not get it at all. All right. Now you see, if anybody does follow me on Instagram, I'm pathetic on it. More than pathetic. Less than pathetic. I've been stressed out and sad. All the above, plus been worried about my wife and my kids. Man, it'll all come good. Keep working at it, right? Keep working and being a good person and working hard and keep trying to solve them problems and it'll all come good, man. And I've told you, I don't know if you were here the other day when I told you this, right? God knows everything. It's true, right? The biggest cure, the greatest cure for stress and being unhappy, and I should get paid for this, I should be able to copyright it. You can't be unhappy if you whistle. Do some whistling. It's like the fucking magic cure. I don't support Liverpool, but I hope they win the Champions League. Thank you very much, Flying Monkey. It's a bigger ask. What we really need is every single player to be on fire. I love to beat them. My dream game was us in the final with Barcelona. And we beat them. And Suarez and Coutinho get to watch us beat them and lift the Champions League trophy. That'd be ace. Exercise, yeah, exercise is another good one. Yeah, exercise. There's a boxing gym near us, so go out and leather some boxing bags. Man, you feel better after that. Nobody supports Manchester, really. I support Coventry City and Arsenal. Coventry, a surprisingly huge stadium, and one of the best ever midfielders in the world came from Coventry's team to us. Gary McAllister. He was 500 years old when he came to Liverpool, and we all mourned, and it turned out it was the best thing we ever did. Gary McAllister, what a legend. Oh, Coventry's your home city. I sneakily support Bradford, but very unhappy when Bradford came to Premiership and beat us on first day of season. I'm like, you bastards. So it's always down to Liverpool, but I do like to see Bradford do well. Whistling makes you happy. You can't do angry whistling. We talked about it yesterday or the day before. We talked about that. Even like still makes you happy. Still makes you happy. Whistling makes you happy. They'll be going off. You'll be going off now. Next time you have an argument, get yourself in a corner and do some whistling. You're like, do you know what? No matters. Oh, come on, this box is never ending. I'm on a road to nowhere. Singing's good for you. All singing's good for you. Music is good for your mind. Good for the mind. Did you see? Did you see the tosspot that climbed up on stage and stole the microphone off the English Eurovision, the British Eurovision contestant at the weekend? What an absolute moron. What was that dork protesting about? Lock him up, the bloody lunatic. That poor lass shat herself. But she did well. She carried on, didn't she? Music feeds the soul. It does. Free music, jukebox feeds the soul. The soul. Some people don't have a soul. Because the devil takes it. I've read it in a book. How did that get up there? Oh, don't knacker that. Got a broken one. No, we don't have time for a broken one. Don't have time for a broken one. Come on. Scissors. Isn't that your real job? Do you know what? Sometimes I don't even know what my real job is. Come on. Come on, be good. This is annoying. Got an annoying bit. Isn't that your real job? The thing is, my real job is more nondescript than being God. So, God, I need you to go there. Is someone... I need to go there. There's someone in the stream I am not happy with. Okay, well, there's no drama here, so I don't know why you'd be unhappy with somebody, but if you need to go, mate, I will see you next time you're round. Who's been upsetting him? Which one of you bastards have been upsetting Mr. Pickleman? Oh, shit. That's why I'm going, God. So there is no drama. There is no drama. You don't need to go. Nothing's happening here that's bad. But if you want to go for your own peace of mind, I'll see you next time you're in. All right. Look forward for Friday now. Notts County versus Cov. Second leg in the playoffs. 1-1. Easy days. You all right, mate? How are you doing? Yeah, I'm not a county fan. I'm Forest if I were going to choose between them. But so hope you do well. I just need to do this again. I'm breaking shit in heaven. We were just saying, Hazy Days, that music makes you happy. It can't not make you happy. There's no music, no matter what type of music, that makes you angry, apart from reggae, because that's fucking awful. But and whistling is a cure for grumpiness. Good. I'm glad you're good. Don't forget to hit the like button on the host. Oh God. You're doing a good job there. You're doing a good job there, free music. I'll make you an admin when I get near a computer. What the fuck is going on? Sounds about right. Yeah. Hazy Days, what do you do for a job? Do you just do music for a job, or do you have a jobby job? Because you seem to be a bit like me, that you're in here at random times. I have no soul because I am ginger. What's it called? Copper cab. Gingers have souls too. He's a cheeky getting, all right. Copper cab, right? Friended me on bugger. Friended me on Twitter. So I friended him back. And then he blocked, and then he unfriended me. Bloody copper cab, cheeky bastard. Oh, you deliver logs to the beach every day. That's a funny job. Hazy Days has gone quiet now. Right, now I've asked him a question, because drug dealer. I bought myself some breakfast this morning, but when I got home, it looked like shit, so I didn't have it. Carpet fitter. All right. Carpet fitters. So you can get a bit of carpet fitting in on a night, can't you, when people get home from work and stuff. God's office needs a new carpet, but it'd be quite expensive to get you to come up here and do this, I'd have thought. I hope your wife gets well. I've got to make a start of it in Pumpy, New York. It's band rehearsal night tonight. 4 new songs, proper exciting. I'm a part-time rug muncher. Very good. Yeah, I still fit when I can. Yeah, band rehearsals tonight. 4 new songs to get through tonight in 2 hours. I think it's doable. And then after that, no more new songs then. Got a big June coming up. So I need to be ready. So when I got in, so I got in late last night because I was sat in here. Do I like Pearl Jam? Yeah, some of the stuff. Not a big fan, but like some of the stuff were good. He's got an annoying voice though. Fits him really good with Jeremy Spoken. That will his voice fit with that. All right, Hirambo Nath, how are you doing? What's your band called? Well, we quietly away. We've played one secret gig a couple of weeks ago, and it's called Handsome Dogs, and it's spelt wrong on purpose because we couldn't get Handsome Dogs because some German band had got it, but we'd already done that work. It's good because we're selecting when we play gigs as well. We don't. We're not going to play loads and loads. We're just going to select the ones that we want to play, which will be great for me because I'm busy as fuck. Yeah, so we spelled it how you would expect to spell it, and then found that somebody else had got it, so we put a U in handsome instead of an O. Because we'd done artwork and we thought, no, it's too good now. We've decided. We'd already told everybody as well. The cool thing was, and I've said this before, that none of us expected anybody to want to come and see us because we've not played for. A lot of us had not played for a long time, and so we set up the stage in the afternoon, and then the venue's not too far from where I live, so everybody went home and got changed and said, well, we'll meet back here at about 7 o'clock. And came back into the venue at 7 o'clock. It was absolutely rammed. You could not move. They were turning people away outside. I deliver logs to my toilet every day. Well done. They were turning people away outside. They had to send people away who were behaving badly. I won't tell you what they were doing. The place has never ever been as full ever in the whole time it's been open. And so after the week afterwards, I spoke to the person who owned the venue and said, are we on to do that again? And she said, no, we're not having you on again. We couldn't cope. Oh, just get some more stuff in. Anyway, there's a bigger venue just down the road that have been oiling the shit out of us. Yes, they were hazy days, and not just in the toilets, like just everywhere, just on tables outside the venue and stuff. It was just mayhem. And the thing is, the guys who were doing it openly outside the venue are a young band that have got, I'm not going to mention your names, guys, if you are in here watching, but a young band who've just recently got a record contract and played to, this band played to a crowd of 70,000 people last summer, right? They've got no hit records. They're just an upcoming band. And I'll say it now, these guys are snorting their lives away, right? They've turned into rock stars before they've achieved anything. And they're going to piss it all up against the wall if they don't pull their fucking fingers out. They need to stop acting like knobheads and start concentrating on being rock stars. So anyway, so they cleared all them lot off. And I actually met them about 2 o'clock in the morning after we'd finished. I went to another place and they were in there. And the guys couldn't even speak. They're being rock stars before the rock stars. So there you go, a little bit of advice from God. Don't be snorting your lives away until you've got your hit records, you morons. Bigger than you, and you are not me. Oh, as well, hazy days, right? What happened? What happened to you on the Friday night jizz quiz? You came in for line 1, and then you had your Chinese, and then I never saw you again. It was all about music. I thought you were going to win it last week. That part of my life finished about 10 years ago. Yeah. I've told you my story about drugs. Never been a drug taker, really. And my exploration into smoking weed finished 20 minutes after it started, when I was stood outside being sick and couldn't get my brain together. And yeah, I am Mr. Whitey, so that's me. That was me done with that. It's almost like a trend to smoke weed at the minute, like. All these dopey people bouncing into each other. Love you, man. Don't fucking know you. This might be the last one. Oh, not enough. Not enough. I've a load more. I have a similar experience with drugs as you, God. Yeah. Yeah, I'm leaving it to other people to enjoy drugs, because God particularly does not enjoy them. I know, mate. I eat my food and I had to go and sort something out. It were there for you on a plate. It was the music quiz. You won't believe it as well. Hang on. You could have scooped a massive £1 11 pence. And it'd been cheaper for me if you won it, because I would only have to post it to UK. But some people use weed to help with the pain. Yeah, I understand that, and if that's good for them, then I don't think weed should be illegal by any means. I think if you want to do it, do it. But like, it's almost people are doing it. The smoking weed like the smoking fags. Smoking fags, I'll explain that for you Americans. That means smoking cigarettes, not sucking men off. I smoked weed for 22 years and gave it up almost 2 years ago. The only bad effect of it really is that it makes you thick as shit, but it chills you out. But it does make you massively paranoid. You start believing in all sorts of shit that your brain's telling you. Paranoia is a massive thing with it. Better explain fanny while you're at it. Did I say fanny? Okay. So fanny in America is your ass. But it isn't in England. It's the lady front bum. So yeah, I have two friends that have died because of drugs, right? And as much as people who smoke weed will defend weed, saying it is not a stepping stone drug to other drugs, it is a stepping stone drug to other drugs. Both of them were weed smokers. Regular, and it's not because you smoke weed you're looking for the next big thing. You're not, but both of them found it a lot easier then to go and try other things, because they were already smoking drugs, and both of them eventually stepped up to the big one and became heroin addicts and died. Yeah, so I mean, it is a stepping stone, but also alcohol is a stepping stone to becoming an alcoholic. So yeah, I think it does depend on the person. You're right. I mean, so both them people were very spontaneous people. Like, good to be out with in a crowd. You're like, you don't know what these guys are going to do next, but brave people. And I think it's somewhat got to be brave to try something like that. But once you're there, you're fucked. You're dead. And once the first guy, what's his name? But the first guy who was a good mate. We used to go to big rock festivals and stuff together, and he was into music, so we spent a lot of time together. And he moved away. He was just a bit of a pothead at one point, and then he moved away for 2 years, and I got a letter from him. I never heard anything of him for ages, and then I got a letter through my door saying, "Hello, it's so and so. I've moved back to town, and I'm living at this address. Come and see me." So he's got a wife and a little 2-year-old kid. So I went up to see him. They were sat on a wooden floor with a little portable TV on a cardboard box, and with a beanbag with baby laid on floor. That's all they had in the whole house. A TV on a cardboard box. Like, for fuck's sake. I'm like, what's going on? You're like, I've got a few problems. I'm like, right. You were dead within 6 months. The other one had always been, had always tried lots of different drugs. He'd always been, he'd been a weed smoker, but it was also, he were taking acid, and we were going to raves and stuff. And I used to sneak me a bottle of whiskey into raves, and he was taking anything he could find, any LSDs, or he was on it. And eventually his brain was mashed with all the chemicals, and he ended up on heroin, and then he threw himself off a cliff. Nice one. Ta-da. Nice one, mate. That will work, won't it? I know you feel at the time when they tell you it's scary, but fucking, you've got to understand the stupidity as well. Please share with your friends. Help create an awesome group environment. You're so kind. Just got to go to the door. Oh, we're not shut down. Won't be a second. All right. Yeah. Yesterday's box.
Is this yesterday's box?
Yeah. It said 2 of 2 on it. No. No. It is it, though.
But no, it's other one said put it to us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Send it. Send it to the layout. Send it. Wait,
Yeah. 10 quid to get that here yesterday morning.
I'll leave it back.
Yeah.
We just gotta get on.
Still alive. See you later. Oh. Right, I'm back. Right, so what were we on about? On about my dead druggy mates. Yeah. It's a shame, innit? But it's a true thing. It's a true thing. When I get a second, I'll pop over to computer. I'll tell you what, we'll do it now, eh? We'll do it now. Let's go over here. And oh, don't want to burn anything. Can't burn anything. Won't be a second. I'll be there in a minute. Right, let's get this done. You twonk. My channel. My live stream. Put that on pause. My channel. Right. Let's get you. Moderator. Hazy, make him a mod. Let's get up here. Did we miss anybody? I'll do it right. I'll give Cordillion a mod as well. She's nice. There we go. Back to bottom. There we go. Twonk. I haven't. I started using the word twonk because I got a new boss. I got a new boss not so long back, and there were some words that I weren't allowed to say, and she said you're allowed to say twonk instead. Like, okay, twonk, and it sounds good when she said it and all. I'm starving. This part of this job is nearly done. Yeah, made you blue, look. Well, it means you've got power, but we don't mute people because we like to see what grief they're giving us. It's funny. We don't let them promote their shit in here, but we don't block them. I think it's good. A bit of freedom of speech. Some people have got to have different views, haven't they? And other people have got to be upset by it. You have every right to be upset by something. There is no rules. That's the rules. There's no rules. You can say what you like. If someone comes in and starts like kicking off and being, nah, leave them. Oh yeah, spammers, if they're just like constantly meh, 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 then yeah, you can time them out for a bit. But if people come in and start gobshiting off about stuff, leave them to it. Just like don't know, no rules. I mean, like people come in and start saying weird things about kids, get rid of them. If like racists start coming in and saying provocatively racist stuff, if it's proper racist, but if it's like saying about religion and stuff, then fair enough, let that slide. Daddy Helmick, how are you doing? It's good to see you in here. I'm nearly done. Yeah, so pretend rules really, aren't there? I know some people have a lot of rules. Oh, I'll tell you what, we don't mind neither. If you want to say subscribe, that's fine in here. And if you want to write numbers down and say press 7 if you've subscribed to me, that's fine. Do that, that's fine. I don't mind any of that. Because I'm pretty sure that YouTube want people to subscribe to other people, because if you don't, well then YouTube don't get any bigger. So I'm pretty sure they'll be pretty cool with that. Common sense, yeah. I'm 55, God. I still remember common sense. Yeah. I was talking about yesterday that I remember police officers carrying truncheons, and I still think that they should be able to give people a bit of a smack for little things like dropping litter. Give them a bit of a truncheon in, because if nobody's going to tell you it's wrong, well, what chance has anybody got? There's not wrong with getting a good hiding now and again. Makes you realise you've done something wrong. Oh, I've made a right balls of this one. Get him in ribs with truncheon. Football hooligans, they need shooting. I'm happy for police officers to shoot football hooligans. And if you're Is that children in your office, sir? What else were we talking about yesterday about this? That if you carry a gun, right? If you carry a gun in the street and the police officers come, I'm not sure there should be time for a bit of a standoff. I think that police officers should be allowed to shoot you straight away, no matter what colour you are. I know it's a big... They have a big paddy about it in America that the police shot somebody. But most of the time, when they're shooting people because they've done something fucking stupid. Most of the time, they've done something that justifies them getting shot. And then they all complain like mad about it. Oh, fucking the police shot Tyrone. Well, Tyrone was fucking waving a gun around in the street. Or he just raped somebody or robbed an house. Tyrone weren't fucking just being a good kid and hanging around on a street corner. Police come up and shot him. Tyrone's a dickhead. And then they all riot. Man, get a grip. And then the parents go to court and complain that they've been treated bad. Yeah, well, yeah, they have been treated bad. Treated more bad than the guy who had his house robbed. Or the person who got beat up, or the guy that he dealt drugs to, or what? Where does it end? Where does your version of bad end and mine starts? Oh, I've knackered one here. I've knackered one. Just when I thought I could sod off, you stream again. I know. Free to sod off anytime. No, it's Hotel California, isn't it? No one ever leaves or something like that. You can never leave. Ah, there we go. That box, that delivery that just came, was a delivery that was supposed to be here yesterday, which I paid £10 to get it to me delivered in the morning, and it never bloody came. Cheeky bastards. Oh, nearly, there we go. There we go. Cured. Ta-da! You can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave. That's it. That's what I was looking for. Let's all go to Sunderland and get some Macam foot thumbs. I miss him already. I bet he shut his account down now. I made a 12p fidget spinner. My boy bought a metal one not so long back, but I don't get it myself. I will not sod off. God is my favourite wanker. Yeah. Ouch. I got a spanner. Nearly done. I've been saying nearly done all morning, haven't I? This is the last one. God. That's a thing in England, isn't it? We can say that. Do you know, Dave? Oh yeah, he's a twat in it, and that means something quite good. It's like, oh, he's a funny twat in it. There's no other countries that be like, you call me a twat? They're like, yeah, he is a funny twat. The English language is weird, isn't it? Well, the English and the British are weird. We are weird. I'll tell you when I'm going soon. Days, easy days. Inkalanka. Hello, God. I'm new in the house of God. Good afternoon, all friends. Hello, welcome to God's house. It's nice to see you here. You've missed most of the chat, which has been full on nonsense today. Here's the days. My boy spent a shitload of cash. Yeah, on the stupid things. Yeah, I know. Oh, money for naught. I have about 100 spinners, got them very cheap, and I make my own. Does it like muscle your fingers up or something? We used to have this thing. Guitarists used to buy these grips in your hand. They had like separate grips for each finger to strengthen your fingers up. Absolute nonsense, because the best thing you can do to strengthen your fingers up to play guitar is play guitar. That's the last one, that. The very, very, very last one. I wonder if this job will ever happen again. Who knows? That's the last time you'll hear that noise for this product this week. Thank me for that. Happy to be counted in. I'm from South Africa. Cool. Where are you going? No, I'm not going anywhere yet. I've got another 20 minutes. I'm just going to prepare for the next lot of stuff now. Thank me for that. That has been a horrendous job. Over a week to finish that. Just getting rid of my crappy Diet Coke. Long day. So where are you going? I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to go. All the work that I've thrown down up floor down there now needs to be packed and put back in the boxes. So this afternoon I'm going to sit and do that. Oh, the joys. I might get a laptop over here, so on this table, so that I can see what's going on Tube. Right, I can invoice these now. Thank God. Thank me again. Inkalankola is now friends with free music. So here's your days. Have you got any plans for for new recordings and tunes coming up? Anything good going on? I like it when I like to hear the original stuff. It's just a bit better, isn't it? My friends say their fingers bled while learning to play guitar. Mine did too. Mine did too. I started off on an electric guitar and my fingers bled like shit. Yeah, I'll go and get you. I'll go and show you my first gigging guitar. I can't show you my first ever guitar because I threw it in bin because it was fucking awful. But that was the guitar that I learned on. But the guitar my first ever gigging guitar, It went to I sold it to a local lad who was learning to play, and then he sold it to a blues artist who was playing like the blues circuit, and then that guy took it as a second guitar round his gigs. And then one of my mates, this is 15 years down the line, went to a blues festival, saw my old guitar on stage and bought it back off the guy and brought it back to me, and I bought it back off him. So it's been around the houses, and I'm glad I got it back, but man, it's a piece of shit. But my mate sort of did it up. I'll go get it for you in a minute so you can have a look. I've got loads I need to record. It's just finding the time. Yeah, it is time consuming. That's why I don't record everything properly, because ouch, I don't have time. But I'll go get you my first ever gigging guitar. Now it's got ouch again. So this is my original gigging guitar, the one that I played my first live gigs with when I was 16 years old. It's got a string missing on it. What I do is I break all the strings on all my guitars. I just pick another one up, and then when I've broke all the strings, I go back and I fix them all in one go. So, God, that's tight. So it's a Yamaha 350. Yeah, SE 350. It sounds extremely heavy. That's a Damasio. Can't remember what they are. I presume they'll be Damasios as well. It was floating, but I hard necked it because when you're playing live, you don't want to break a string and it float out of tune. So yeah, so I hard necked it, and it's a good guitar to play. It's really thick and it's really heavy. So it's got the like tone of sort of a Gibson, but the playing neck of more like a Fender. Either way, it's nowhere near any of my other guitars. I'd never take that even as a second or a third guitar to a gig now, but. So there you go, God's first ever guitar. And the reason why the guy could spot it when it was on stage, right? This is the original input on the front that the guitar came with. And I took that out and put a Canon. Can you see that? Where are we at? There we are. I put a Canon into the end there, which made it a bit more unique. So he spotted it through the Canon and that, and went up onto the stage and said, all right, mate, can I have a look at that guitar? And the guy goes, yeah, it's shit. And he said, I'll buy it off you for 50 quid. And he bought it off him for 50 quid. And it's back here with me. All your guitars are shit. This is not my shittest guitar, by the way. I still sort of quite like it because it's heavy. As I say, I don't play it a lot. But my worst guitar is a Cort guitar, which I've got in the other room in there, which is a derelict piece of shit as well. I have sold some good guitars, but I also save the meaningful ones, I think, So I've got like a Fender that's in there, and the ones that I play all the time is my Ibanez guitars. And I've got a Takamine acoustic, which you've seen a few times, which is really good. I just published my homemade spinners video. I'll have a look at that. All my guitars are shit. You've got to have a favourite. You must have a favourite. I ain't got much time now. Somehow did not receive a notification. Have you seen the guitar cigar box that I made? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I did see it. Yeah, it was a good version of one as well, wasn't it? I saw C6 Steve once playing one at a music festival. He's pretty good on it. You're pretty good. You've got the slide as well. Got the slide going on. Never ever played. Well, no, I have played. I played one Gary Moore song ever in my whole life with a slide. It meant that I had to reset my strings and everything. In fact, it was on this guitar, so I had to reset the strings high, like that, to play it. Rant Jam's in the house. Rant Jam's in the house. How are you doing, my little buddy? I can't play guitar, but my wife does. I play piano though. Good. I'd love to play piano, but I don't have the patience to learn anything else. So you seem to play nice. I play fast, and I get told off for it sometimes. Hi there, Gary Moore, Parisian Walkways. Don't know if I can play it on this because I broke the strings. Oh, where would I go? Can't play it on this because I've got a string missing, but it's good. All right, Midnight Raven, how are you doing? Yeah, so anyway, so there, I'm just showing you my first ever gigging guitar, and it's been missing for 15 years and eventually came back to me. So the guy who took it away didn't look after it right well, which I'm not surprised he didn't look after it right well because it is a sack of crap, but there you go. Thank you very much for loving my new song. I'm glad you like it. A lot of people said on the comments, said that made me cry. Sorry about that. Sorry for making you cry. I knew it's like a bit emotional, but coming back, don't worry. So this is the guitar of the moment. This is what, should put it down so you can see it. That's a bit too low, isn't it? There you go. This is the guitar of the moment that I'm playing all the time. What are you doing? Why is that going down like that? Oh, it's coming back now. Right. Let's look where we at. A good song with a good message. Yeah, do you know what? I wrote it. I was actually stranded on 9/11 in another country. So So I didn't know what was going on, didn't understand any of it, and I wrote it after a couple of years afterwards when the war had started. It made me record my political song. Yeah. It fucking annoys me. It annoys me that that they're allowed to do that and not tell the truth and hide certain things from us. It disgusts me a little bit. So. All right, Jono, on the go. How are you doing? Shannon L, a former quiz master. How are you doing? My friend was in New York the day it happened. Yeah, it must have been awful for him. But my friend was the person who, one of the people, how much can I say here? He was one of the people that decided what to save and what to bin that came out of the Twin Towers. What could be saved and what had to be destroyed. So, there you go. Yeah, I was trapped in Portugal when they shut all the airports down, and they said nobody's going anywhere for 3 days, and it was horrendous. I mean, immediately around the airport, people with machine guns appeared. It was like, fuck it, where do these people come from? Scary. Nice guitar. It's the Ibanez Iceman. I've always wanted one, and I've been tracking it for a long time. Anyway, it came up last year. Love it. I love it. It's got a slightly wider neck than my RG Ibanez, but it plays just like an Ibanez, made for comfort and speed. So, oh, good. You're at work. So my hey God, how's it going? Big O Fan Productions. How are you doing? It's good to see you in here. Yeah, I'm doing good, Shannon. I've just finished the job that I've been doing for ages, so thankful it's done. Anita Sumal, how are you doing? Naomi, how are you doing? The shirts. No, it wasn't shirts today. It was waterproof clothing. I've been doing it for about a week and a half, but it's done. So I'm not doing anything now. Mary's going to come round in a quarter of an hour, going to have me dinner, and then I'm going to pack them up and I'm going to invoice the people, and I'm going to be well happy with it. Good. I'm glad to see you back, Naomi. So I've got 4 songs to learn this afternoon. So I'll finish here at about 5 o'clock today, and then I've got a couple of hours to learn 4 songs, which I've nearly done anyway. Capital city of Africa. Yeah, nice. That's one of them. What's the other one? You like my live stream? Good. I love that first song. My Sharona, it's proper good. It's got an awesome solo in it. It goes oh no, don't. got to piece it together properly, but it's something like that. You play like a legend, bruv. Yeah, yeah. Too much fucking wasted youth time on guitar, I think. Sounds like a busy day. It is going to be a busy day, but I'm having a bit of chill out because I know that I've got a lot of shit to do, and there's no point in me starting something now because I just won't get through it. So, what else? So that one. So that one. That one. Oh, this one. It's Ramones playing Wonderful World, and it goes. That one. So that's Ramones. And and Pretty Fly for a White Guy. This is the most difficult one, I think. Is it on TV? Sounds easy, doesn't it? Well, it's not that hard. Oh, then what? That. See you later, Retro. Nice to see you. To see you nice. From the words of a dead person. Right. Yeah, so that's probably the most difficult one, and I've got to sing in it as well. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Ooh. And all the girls say I'm pretty fly for a white guy. How do I sing on that bit? I don't know. Anyway, I'm there. I'm close to it. So, right. Well, the thing with that is, right, your fingers get sore. You need to get through your first five or 6 weeks of playing. I mean, my hands, my fingertips are rock hard, but you've got to get through it. And the more you play, the better and stronger they get, really. I have one song that I play at the minute that still hurts me. So all bar chords are tough, but we play. And that is a painful fucking thing. It's like a tongue twister for the fingers. So anyway, that's me done for the day. So nice to see you all, and thank you all for coming in. I realise most of you don't get out of bed until I'm sort of finishing. So what's my favourite to play, God? My favourite thing to play. There's two things that I like to play, which I never get to play because they're solo things. But one is a Mr. Big song called Green Tinted 60s Mind, and it goes like this. It's complicated, so that's why I never play it, and it goes. Don't know how much you can hear of that, but at speed it's like this. Love that. That's really clever. I like that. And then Eddie Van Halen's Eruption. So I don't know if you know that, but it's all the fingertip tapping thing, and it goes. Love that stuff. I love it. The more complicated it is, the better I'm more inclined to like it. So they're my favourite things. Favourite like acoustic songs. I like the open note stuff, like all the open chord stuff. That's all lovely, in it. So right, I've got to get my shit together now. I've been tossing it off for too long. So thank you very much for popping in to see God. We'll leave this guitar out because I need to crank it up and get through these songs at some point today. But I need to get some real work done. And I will see you all next time we're in. And I might see you while I'm scooting around other people's channels today. All right, Technical Ali, how are you doing? You've just missed it all, but thank you for coming in. And I'll see you all later. See you later.